What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Sammy. So today we're going to be talking about iMovie. Now I absolutely love editing videos and finding little hacks that can enhance your video. It will make the audience that is watching your video think that you're using a better editing platform other than iMovie. I think Final Cut Pro is awesome, but if that is not in your budget, these hacks will make it look like you are literally using Final Cut Pro. So today I'm going to be teaching you some hacks to make sure that you're using iMovie to its full capabilities. So we're going to be talking about how to get the best fonts on your videos for free. Here's some examples of the text. We're also going to be talking about how to add multiple overlays to your videos. iMovie only allows you to have one, whereas Final Cut allows you to have multiple things on your screen as once, like multiple different pictures. So for example, like this. We're also going to be talking about how to move things around. So like if I have something on my finger right here, I can move it on iMovie, super easy. And then we're also briefly going to be talking about sound effects and music. So let's get into this video. The first thing we're going to be talking about is fonts. Fonts are so important. I personally hate iMovie fonts, but that's like my style of video editing. I just think that they don't give you very many options, especially in the titles. They only give you like ways that it can transition and stuff. Obviously you can mess around with those and kind of make them look a little bit better, but I personally like doing something else better. So what I do is, I use two different websites and have two different options for you for this. So the first one is completely free and it is called fontspace.com. So it looks like this. It's a super nice website. So if I'm looking for text for my video, I typically go with like more of a readable kind. So we're gonna go to styles, and then invitations normally has pretty readable fonts. So let's act like I'm writing tip number 1. I like this font. It's called Randomly Cute. If you want it a different color, you can just go up to here, drag the color thing all the way up to white. One thing I really like about this website is the fact that you can type what you're gonna write, so you can see it in all the different fonts and kind of visualize what you're going for. So I'm gonna take, this is the Randomly Cute one that I liked right here. I'm just gonna drag this to my desktop. It saves your desktop as a transparent background, so then it makes it super easy to put on your video. So right here you can see that I have my picture, and I'm just going to drag it on top of my video, and then I'm gonna click the clip and go up to the crop, which is right here, and then I'm gonna click fit. Then I'm going to go over to this icon, which allows you to change how it pops up on your screen. So right now it's as a cutaway, but we want it as a picture-in-picture, so we can customize how big and like where it is on the screen. So you can, I typically like to put mine in the middle. As you can see, my lamp is kind of making that not quite as seeable, so I would probably put it like somewhere down here. I'm also not a fan of when it has like a little bit of a dissolve to it, so I take the dissolve off right there. So then it would just pop up onto my screen like that. And it just overall enhances the fonts, and I think makes your video look like you put a lot more effort into it rather than just dragging on an iMovie title and typing tip number 1. Okay, so the next website that I have to talk about is PicMonkey. This website is super awesome. I do pay, I believe, $10 a month for this website, but I use it a lot outside of YouTube as well, so it's very worth it to me. It has an auto dimension thumbnail option. This is also how I do multiple overlays. First, I'm gonna do create new, and then blank canvas, and you would go down and pick out the size that you want. I always look for presentation, which is like video. I don't know if it's actual video size. You could also do thumbnail because that's like video size basically. I change the background, which typically I keep it like black until I'm done doing my text, and you can add text, and they have a lot of preset options that are super cool as well that you can use. Like as you can see, I'm scrolling through them right now. Or you can completely customize your own text. They have tons and tons of options as well on here, and again, they're free if you pay for the download. You can create whatever you want on PicMonkey, you just have to pay to be able to download it. So let's say I go with this font. Also, another real cool thing that you can customize is outlining words. You can add shadows, whatever you want. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it pretty basic for sake of this video, but you can make some really cool content with it. So let's say I wanted my name down here, and then you can also add on, here's my tip number 1. So that's how you would make it like multiple overlays, because that's multiple different pictures, and you can do that and add as many things on the screen as you want. And then you just have to change it to a transparent background, which you just tap the background and then go up to pick a color and click transparent. And then you download it as a PNG image, drag it to your desktop, and then you can drag it onto your video like that, and then edit it however you want it to sit on your video. You can customize this however you want. It just kind of overall allows you to add on multiple different things, whether it be pictures, text, fonts, titles, whatever you want. You can just add on multiple different kinds of things, and that's how you kind of make it look like Final Cut, because Final Cut allows you to do multiple layers of text. So I hope that part makes sense with the multiple overlays. It can be a little bit kind of confusing, but it literally just allows you to have multiple things pop up on your screen. You can also build it up one by one. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna be talking about is how to move objects, pictures, or text around on your screen. So you pick whatever words, whatever picture you want on your screen. And then, so let's say I want it to be the tip number 1 that I want to move around on my screen like I showed. So I like to fit mine, so I go to crop to fit. I change it to a picture-in-picture. That's the only option. It has to be a picture-in-picture. This is something that you have to play around with. If you don't like it, you can easily press the reset button. Okay, so first I want it off the screen, so I'm just gonna put it up here, and then I'll grab it when I'm ready for it to be on the screen. I would highly recommend going over here and making your video appear longer. This is the button you're gonna be looking for right here, if you can see that. If it's not showing up on your screen, that means you need to click on your object again. Click this button right here. And then I'm gonna click a little bit ahead on the video like that. I'm gonna drag it slightly onto the screen so it looks like it's like barely on there. And then click a little bit farther ahead, drag. It's way more simple than it probably seems. Click more ahead, drag onto the screen. So then you can kind of see where it's coming from like that. You see that? Keep dragging where you want it to go. So then I want it to stay there until this time right here, so I don't do anything until that. I click to the next part where I want it to move. So I'm gonna go right here. You see my hand coming. I wanna use my hand to swipe the text out. So I'm gonna click to where my hand's up there, and I'm gonna start kind of moving it out. So this might be a little bit of a rough draft. You might have to go back and work through it, make sure it's exactly how you want it, but this is kind of what it looks like. So you can see it pop on the screen, and then I just swipe it out. So I don't like how it's moving in the middle there, and I can definitely go back and fix that, but I think you guys get the idea. It looks super cool, kind of looks more professional. I have one more super quick tip that I have found very helpful, and it's just sound effects. And I actually do like iMovie sound effects. I'm gonna show you kind of how to find your best options, and if you can't find ones you like, how to look those up and download them off the internet. So what you do to find your sound effects is you go to audio up here. I'm in the main folder, which is just effects. I typically use the 1-second sound effects. Typically they're not in order by time, but that's how I have them ordered, by clicking time right here. And then you have all of your 1-second ones right at the top. I'm gonna show you a few of my favorite. One of my favorites is the golf hit, which is this sound. And it's something, if like something pops up on the screen, it's just like a good sound to like get your viewer to look at it. One of my favorite sound effects is bottle cork. It's kind of like a typical YouTuber sound effect. It sounds like this. But yeah, that's just kind of overall, and you just look through whatever you like. I would take notes to kind of remember which ones, so you don't have to go look through every time you're editing a video. If you're not liking the sound effects that you're finding, one thing you can do is search sound effects on YouTube. You can find these sound effects anywhere. Just click on the one that you want. So if I wanted that one, I would just copy and paste the URL. If you look up MP3 converter, it will take your YouTube video into a audio file so you can download it. So just using this website, I paste the URL, then click download. It's gonna take you to kind of sketchy website, but do not click anything in the website, just X out of the website. Drag the sound onto your desktop. I've used that website for years, I promise. It is okay, it's not gonna hack your computer as long as you don't click on anything on the next website. And then you can literally just drag that sound effect onto your iMovie like that. You can also do that with any copyright-free music as well. And make sure you combine all of these tips to make your videos overall better. Please give this video you a thumbs up if you enjoyed or if you found something that you didn't know in this video. Also, please hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my future videos coming. I'm really excited for the content that I have coming in the future, so please hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!